So I got the idea of trying to beat Chimps mode on the new map without allowing the bloons to get past this line, which was inspired by a video from a legendary BT6 player. I also set an extra rule, which was to only place towers in this vertical area to the left, and helis and aces are not allowed either since they can fly over the garden. So I started by doing the usual triple dart start and going into Geraldo because he's gonna be carrying the whole thing on his back. I got a 203 tag shooter, which is gonna go into the tag zone later on, and this place where the spike factory drops his spikes is basically the line which the bloons are not allowed to cross. Round 35, I was really close to getting the overdrive, but I also didn't want to overspend on Geraldo's items because there might not be enough money for the overdrive, and it's basically a must-have for round 36. So again, the glue is clutch along with the sharpening stone buff to help deal with the rainbows, and the money was just right for an overdrive. Fast forward to the Moab around 40, I gave the pickles to the overdrive and had some leftover glue, and I was ready with the blade trap just in case anything leaked, but the bloons didn't even make it to the spike pile. Now onto the mid game, the idea was to get a sun avatar and try to be clever with it, so I used the Worn Hero's cape onto this Dart Monkey here in the bottom, but I also got a 302 village for the discount, and since the Super Monkey's upgrades are really expensive, this discount ended up being clutch for round 63. At this point, I'm gonna speed things up and get us to the end game since nothing's really happening. I got the tag zone, I got the perma spike, and around 96, I got the super billow, which pairs really well with the tag zone and the sun avatar. The last few rounds had some small details as well, so for example, I used the pickles in both the tag zone and the sun avatar, which are amazing recipients, and now they also get bonus damage to fortified bloons. I used the invisibility potion on the sun avatar to get extra damage to DDTs, and on round 98 I placed and sold both of the creepy idols to get some extra damage on those Moabs. And finally, around 100, after everything was said and done, I got an overclock for the tag zone. I placed all of Geraldo's nails, which are now upgraded to mines and do about 2000 damage in total, I think, and I placed all 3 blade traps on top of the perma spike pile just to be safe. The bad layer actually never made it to the traps or the spikes, and it was the leftovers that activated them, and that was this ridiculous chimps mode on the new map, and now I have a confession to make. The overall challenge failed because a red bloon moved past the line on round 9, which eventually got sniped by the darts, but the rules were broken, and unfortunately I'm not gonna count this as a victory. But figuring this whole thing out was really fun, and if you guys have some challenges similar to this one, I'd love to try them out as well. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to use code EtherRead in the Bloon store to help support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.